I went ahead and I looked up what is next gen. What's next gen gaming? And I kept getting the same thing, graphics and loading time and games looking great. But I had a few more questions. Click aloud. Okay, all right. So I'm going to do a series, and the series is going to talk about some things that have to do with next gen gaming, next gen in general, and they might not be what you're normally hearing, which is just graphics, games, loading times, and the possibilities. So if you can, hit the subscribe button, notification button, so you know when I'm putting out brand new videos. Likes and comments are great because the little robotic people that are behind the screen will lift this video and put it in front of someone else who's watching, and repeat the process enough so that we keep this discussion going. At no point this is anything negative towards next gen gaming. I'm a gamer. I've been gaming since Atari. I plan on getting the new systems that are coming out if you've followed the other videos that I put out. And let's just get into it. But before I dive deep into this topic of what next gen gaming is, in my opinion, and what is it or what it could be to me, just to let you know what's coming down the pipeline, we'll be talking about harassment online, we'll be talking about photo mode, we'll be talking about VR, we'll be talking about kids, gaming and education, and we'll be talking about just in general more than what's the given. So what's the given? The given is almost like if you go to a burger joint and you get a value meal, you say, hey, look, let me get the number 7, and it's a given that value meal, unless you tell them otherwise, it's going to come with a drink. It's either a shake or a drink, or if it's a kid's meal, it comes with a juice or a milk, right? It's a given that you're going to get fries. It's almost like a given you're probably going to find those fries in the bottom of the bag, right? But it's not a given that you'll get the condiments you asked for, or condiments that make sense. Like you might get fries, take off, forget that you asked for ketchup, and crap, no ketchup in the bag. So yes, I understand that every time we get next gen, we get stronger systems, faster systems, better loading times, better looking games. The developers who are working hard already, they're able to take way more out of their fantasies, their mind, their creativity, and passionately put that in a game and let us play in these virtual worlds. I get it, right? My thing is, what about the question of privacy? You can't deny it. It's something that's big. People buy privacy screens to put on their phones. People delete their browser history. People are literally arguing the case of what is privacy. Internet has grown so big, right? And we don't have that conversation with the systems. And I get it. We're not putting that much information on our systems. Are we? We don't know what next gen looks like. Again, like I said, go and look it up, and you tell me if you get an answer to some of the stuff that I'm going to bring up. But privacy, you don't get anything from it. Okay. So you even have Apple right now running an ad, and they've been doing it for a little bit, where their ad to you is that your privacy means something to them and they're going to protect it. That's the temperature of where we're at now, that is something that is important to us. So in the gaming world, you're able to, and there's good to it as well. And again, I'm not talking any of this bad. The question is, do we have this discussion in next gen? Do we have this discussion in gaming? And with privacy, you're able to turn off someone else seeing your real name, someone seeing the trophies and games you played, the music you're listening to on Spotify. You're able to turn that off. On YouTube, you're able to turn off your playlist. So maybe you got a playlist of music that you like for whatever the mood is, the title is, and no one else is privy to that information. And that's all good stuff. That's all great stuff. What are we doing when it comes to privacy for next gen gaming? What are we doing in the realms of ads? You got 2K Sports delivered a game called, I'm saying called as if no one knows what the game is called, 2K21, right? So it's the newest one they had that came out. So in 2K21, there was an ad, I believe it was for Oculus, and this was a full ad that no one could stop. They couldn't stop the ad. It played. The developers already apologized, and whatever they said, But I mean, are we getting to that point where we're going to get ads in game? Like, I mean, it happens on mobile. If you ever play Among Us and you don't pay the $2, in which you should, for the developers that gave you that free game, that's a very a very good game for free 99, and they're asking, hey, support us with $2, get rid of the ads. But you play it because the ads are in there and the game is free. There's a certain give and a take, right? I can't see anybody playing the brand new Fable with an ad that pops up. I guess there's certain realms where ads would work, like maybe a WWE game or a FIFA game. But what would you say if there was ads in the game? Would you have a problem with it? Would you want maybe compensation for it? Maybe you're like, hey, if I watch these ads, then I get, virtual currency, and this currency allows me to buy some games, some skins, some customization on my system. Because there's games like that I play where they basically are saying, hey, look, if you watch this ad, you'll get 30 seconds of bonus time in this game. Or if you're listening to Spotify will say, hey, look, if you watch this ad, we'll give you 30 minutes free of no interruptions. Yes, click now. You know what I'm talking about. You've heard the same thing. And what do? You run on your phone, hobble to it, hit the button. There we go. 30 minutes, no ads. So on top of that, some people pay for premium services like I pay for Hulu and everything where it doesn't have ads in it. I don't want to see the ads, and I pay for it. So just like I said, that's what we're here for, to have that conversation, that discussion on it. The other part is security. You had PlayStation some years ago have issues with their security where they had to shut down the network because they were hacked and data was taken out. You had Target that had issues, and other companies that had issues with their information getting out. And unless you played PC gaming, probably the biggest company that helped change kind of what security was, in my opinion, was Fortnite. Fortnite would come out with a skin, and for you to get that skin or that emote dance, you would actually have to sign up for two-point verification. So basically, if you don't know the term, just like double the password, a harder way for someone to get in as you into this game or this app or this service. And you're seeing it more and more from Amazon to other things, even Google, things of that nature, right? But the reason why I say the biggest impact to me is I've got kids, and to watch their reaction and their friends' reaction to having to learn what this new process was just to get a skin because they wanted to play the game, I believe made Fortnite stronger as far as security wise. And security isn't a bad thing to have in a system to make sure that your credit card information doesn't get out as you're logging up and saving up for the new games like, Cyberpunk 2077. But I think in my head, like, what else could you do with security that would be next gen, that people would be fine with? Maybe when you say something to your game or your system, does it connect to your thermostat with your Alexis so you can make the room hotter or colder? Are you able to maybe get a text, a notification, and that pops up on the screen? So maybe the phone's on the charger, it's not next to you, you're so focused on gaming, but now you got a bloop. Wife's on the way home, she wants to know, did you defrost the chicken? It could be something like that, I don't know. But you'll have moments where you'll play the game and you'll be like, it's dark. You're on the final level. You just want to get through this. You realize you have no more ammo, and all you have left is a flashlight. The music is intense as you slowly go down the hallway of this end of the world game. Done. It scares you. Was it in the game? Or was it outside by the garage? Like, wouldn't it be cool if, I don't know, if your Ring light turned on and then also sent a message to the PlayStation or your Xbox or your Nintendo and said, hey, look, hey, there's a trash panda right there. So that's what that was. Keep playing. I don't know. So like I said, not everything in security is bad. Same thing with the privacy and the ads. Just, we don't have the conversation. We just take these boxes and we want to go and play games. And I think we should have these conversations. Again, I haven't seen any video on this conversation, and I would not be surprised if you can play this video anytime next gen comes up. So like I said, we're going to continue with this series. I've got some other stuff. I want to say more lighthearted, but I didn't think it was anything wrong with this topic as well. But put in the comments, how do you feel about this? Do you have any ideas that would help, or what you expect for next gen when it comes to privacy, when it comes to ads, when it comes to security? And we're going to continue this series on. So, kalika-lika-lao.